So now we're getting to the big boys, ladies and gentlemen. These are the large ships category, I would call that. Or maybe the extra large medium ships or large medium ships. But you're going to see that people do not mess around with their time when they're making something this big. They're all about those details. Okay, I'm just going to scan on by here. Backing up so we can see everything clearly. There we go. And these are just great. So overall the shape is elongating, but the variabilities that we're seeing just there in the first 5, 6, like they're all different. They're all different. And it's just awesome to see like where people take this. I may... Oh, wow. Have to spend a little bit more time on these because, well, they're big and they take time. But, like, just consider how long I've been scrolling. Like everybody else had the same speed of scrolling. And it didn't take me nearly that long. And arguably, I have less ships up here than I did down there. So these things are big. So we got from classic kind of fuselage, work in progress looks. Curious to see how that's going to be when it's done. Like to fully rendered, finished. Looks like a Lego toy from my childhood in a good way. Especially the blue glass, that's what makes me think of it. Nice designs. Like, it's tough to make these things feel full, you know? And so far, I'm seeing like really, really good jobs. Look at this. This is so dope. And it's not excessive, and if you have a battleship, you definitely don't want too much greeble. And this bridge is just awesome with the central slide. Everybody loves the central slide. Nice doors. Nice logic behind the gates. Really industrial feel in the container area. Nice bays for evacing. And here we have the, oh yeah, I heard about this one. Oh my God, so good. And now I can walk through and do maintenance. Genius. Love it. Moving on. This is one of my favorite larger ship builds. Again, it's a toy, ready to buy. Just shut up and take my money. How the back and the front merge here using colors and different materials. Creating like these like lips to give it depth. And all the detail, this is all hand laying, guys. None of these lines and bolts exist. Such patience. None of these lines and bolts exist. Like all hand laid. My God. My God. Like that's so much time to give it that finish. Unbelievable. So well laid out. Everything here, all these lines, these are all hand laid. Just greeble. Oh my God. I can't believe the amount of work. Like not a single piece has been left standard. And that's so freaking amazing. Great bridge. I'm so impressed. This is awesome. So here we have the Tonk version of the one down there. Clearly same build style. Less turrets. Most likely more armor. And you could tell. This thing looks thick. Looks thick and looks like a nice long-range support vessel. Got a nice rear access, hidden and shielded by the thrusters. And this computer does a really good job of making these military builds. Now, mind you, the inside is definitely not done. The layout's cool, and I guess it's one of those move in and set up as decided type of things, you know. Pick your color scheme, pick your deco, but the layout's cool. Layout's cool and good to go. You got multiple layers here, redundant turrets and bridges, huge cargo area that opens up on top. Great. That's great. Okay, speaking of intricate builds, this is dope. Like, he has a platform especially for his turrets. I've never seen that, and I found that so original. Plus, I'm really digging the racing type of paint job and just the right amount of details. Right here, it's good details, little windows, tiny bit of greeble, just enough. Digging how the front turned out. Nice bridge. Oh, a nice take on the doors with the logic, so you hide the logic on the door itself so you don't have to wire far away. Smart. This is probably a lift. Is it? I don't know what I just did. Ah, there we go. It is a lift. Aha. It goes down here. What's down here? Oh, instructions. Kubrick class gunship. Very well executed. This is a secret door. Oh, no, that's just the back entrance. Sweet. Kubrick class gunship. Really well done. Nice. Very well thought out in the architecture. All right, moving on to a civilian luxury apartment in the sky, but it has massive weapons, so it can't fit in the full civilian. This too could be yours. This corner suite, studio loft, featuring king-size bed, hardwood ceilings, and floors. Otherwise, we have smaller side suites and executive suites. And we also have a second floor with common areas, big, huge vistas of space, upper level suites, and let's not forget observation deck. And then we finally get to the bridge. Nice looking bridge, imperial looking seats. Internals are laid out but ready to furnish as you will for this top floor, as being obviously the officers' floor, no civilians allowed. So I mean, this is why understandably they haven't laid it out. But the atmosphere in here, woo, so nice. Huge kitchen, looking super luxe. Bunk beds for the crew, dumbwaiter. Amazing. Yeah. Big fan of these. Now, speaking of big fan, cheetah print. I never thought I needed it, but now I don't understand how I lived my life up until now without it. I need cheetah print on all my ships. This is awesome. It really, from far away especially, it gives the ship a smaller looking signature because that edge just kind of bleeds out. And the amount of detail that this builder put in, like protecting the doors here with the wing construction, and you don't load in direct, it's an actual little elevator that comes down. Like, hold on, let me give it a little, all right. Did I do it the right way? Oh no, I think I locked it. Oh, it locks. Nope, doesn't work. You see, this is why I need instructions. So otherwise I just keep breaking things. Yep, looks like I broke something off the get-go. I just wanted it to open. Anyways, look at this. This is so dope. Again, not 1 square meter left alone. Supreme levels of details. Central gunning. Got that split design I've been talking about since the beginning. This one's like way more subtle, but the language is still there. Nice trench so that you get natural cover and arming for the turrets. And let's go inside for a sec. Nice bunk beds, nice industrial look. Nice bathroom. Ooh, central area. Oh, there we go. Little map of the place. Teleport room, command bridge. Pretty dope bridge. Teleport room. Nice, and maintenance. It has it all. This is super sick. All right, and last one on this row, but not least, this mean looking battleship. Looking super aggressive and sleek. Twin quad guns on either side. Don't want to be on the bad end of that. Got some auto turrets underneath here too for good measure. 2 on the front, and that'll be them. I'm loving this back, this engine exhaust. Like with engine scale, it's so hard when you make it bigger to keep it interesting, because then you just look like you have these 2 giant glowing fridges or boxes back there. But I love it when people put the time necessary. And look, even though guns are greebled out, you don't just place the guns, you lock them in place with like framework and chassis and coolants. You got more auto turrets up here on top. And just look at this work, guys. Like, we're going in deep here, but we got some deets. We got some dope deets. And we got some nice minimalistic military interior. No messing around. Getting the job done. Done. And we are out. No quarters too. This looks like it's a pure battleship. Sick. And so that, my friends, has been the large versions of the medium ships. And oh, how many fantastic things we saw. Ridiculous quality builds. Keep punching up. And it doesn't really matter how big it gets. Community never disappoints with those details. And that look. Like, this is just nuts. All sorts of different designs. Can't stop, won't stop. And of course, we can't stop either. Can't stop. Going bigger. And these are the big boys, ladies and gentlemen. We are starting to get into serious sizes. And for comparison, I've already taken the liberty of placing one of our original microfighters down here by the side. So you can see already that we're dealing with a very different scale, keeping in mind that our dude fits in that little seat in there. So you see how many dudes fit inside of these ships. Lowering my speed a little bit. Now that we've taken a look a little bit at all 3, we're going to take a slow pan to really take a look at the intricate work that these creators have put in. And doing my best with the camera work here. Wish I had 6 fingers. That would be dope. Here we go. Probably be a world-class pianist or violinist. People would cry unfair. But going back to this chassis, seriously, this curve on the exhaust, super well done. So clean, Nice detail on the side, good greeble. I may want to go a little bit faster. These guys are huge. Nice transparency here in the build. And this is a huge ship. This is a massive ship. So if we take a look from the bridge, like, look at the bridge compared to the rest of the ship. Like, this is already like if you saw this in the sky, like, there are no dry pants left in whoever sees this. Oh, nice lockers. Digging it. Moving on through. Nice minimalistic design. We got some system works here. Little office. Huge elevator shaft that goes down. What else we got going on? Ooh, explanations. Area only for staff. I'm staff. Let's see. Ooh, staff room. This is nice. So basically, this is where the staff comes to smoke, hence the ventilation. Word. Amazing. Moving on through, checking out the rest of the ship. I'm liking these circular kind of walkways at the top there. Crew quarters, let's check them out. Nice, minimalistic, but with windows. Pretty dope. Moving on, nice general area. Feeling super spacious. Like, we're starting to get to the understanding that, this is a different size ship. There's another elevator that goes up. Let's move on down the hall here. We've got what here? A bathroom, a shower. Sweet. And what do we got going on down here? Nice. And this goes to the different bedrooms. No, office and bedroom. Okay, I see. They're a little bit different each. Okay, dope. This is dope. And here we had a lift. Activate the lift. Nice flush on the ground when it lands. Loving it. And here's the cargo. Loving the wooden crates. They look like wood. I mean, we're in space, but everybody knows what good transport logistics look like. And nice. These look like loading bays on either side. They may lower in order to unload stuff. And we walk back here, and then more maintenance areas, Jeffrey's tubes, and this is great. This ship is huge. Anywhere to go down here? Nope. All right, and this just goes back up. Okay, well, that's kind of nice. Okay, well, sorry about that. And moving on in, yeah, and now we're back into the general room. This is sick. Like, so much stuff put into this structure, and it looks complete. Speaking of complete, the Moby mobile market. It is a hover, it is a ship, and it is a mall. And it is marvelous because it looks like a whale, and because of this paneling. Jesus. Like, this is so hard to do. Like, it looks exposed but not naked. And you got this like structural like reveal underneath. This just looks so awesome. Nice numbering with like what, spray paint leak? Yeah, spray paint leak. Sick. And so what's the user experience here? So we walk in just like this, up into the market. Yeah, this is sweet. I'm gonna slow down just a tad. And nice, walking in here. Tons of stuff going on. Depressurized area. Shop. Noodle bar. Blues barbecue. I thought of everything. Upper floors. I spent a lot of time in this mall. Boxes. 2 shops. And then like more upper floors. Little control areas for the doors. That's sick. Yup. And then access to the roof. Amazing. Gorgeous. Good job. One of the better creations I've seen. All right, moving on to the last of our small big boys. And remember when I said run away with that other guy 2 layers down? Yeah, this one doesn't give you the chance. By the time you choose to run away, you're already dead. Fast AF, you could tell by how much thruster power it's packing. These are all auto turrets minus the central purple gun. And look at this bridge. Look at this guy right here. Bam. That's a battle bridge. You don't access it unless the elevator goes up. And if it's up, you can't get there because you got to make it go down. This is nice. This is nice. Super mean looking. I mean, the insides are not done, but as far as like big size ships, this one takes the cake in terms of military looking. So you would imagine here like a hangar bay for all your ships. But this one's PvP ready for space battles. I picked it also for that reason, and just because it's nasty looking in a good way. In case where you're from, nasty doesn't mean good. Where I'm from, nasty, and you have to say it like that. Say it with me now. Nasty is also always a very good thing. Okay, moving up in dimension, we get to the big boys. These are in a class of their own. Look at how tiny that ship looks compared to the previous version. It wasn't big by any means when you're looking at it next to these ships, but as soon as we get up to these ships, you start realizing that it's a brand new scale. It's a whole new scale. Yeah, dislike that if you want. Comment below. So these are all very similarly shaped. Maybe it has to do with the class of the size, but I like the different iterations on the main chassis. This one's obviously a little bit thicker, reminiscent of his two brothers, a different size. Really nice shielding option here, protecting vital systems, no doubt. And what's going on here? Oh, this is the oh, okay, it's facing backwards. Okay, that's why I can see the systems. Huge ship, like mind you, I'm at like 9x acceleration just to like zoom through this. Don't think by any means that if I did it at regular, so no, I'm at 3x, sorry, but if I did it at regular speed, like even speeding through, like this would take forever. So let's stick it to 3. That's a good cruising speed. So yeah, ridiculous amounts of weaponry, nice shape, very imposing. The now familiar military colors, observation deck. Here's our bridge. Very intricate bridge with every system separate. What is this? A theater of audience in case the bigwigs. Oh no, this is a movie. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, they got some sort of cool space game and it's floating. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. I love these off the cuff quality of life inventions. And then we got the bare bones going down, ready to move in as we've seen. But considering the size of the ship, I mean, I'd be impressed if everything was there. So these are all the turrets. And look, you didn't just make a handlebar. You actually set up seats with these little pods. Oh, that's dope. When a rumble seat is in operation, stay out of the marked area. Oh, rumble seats. Brilliant. That's what I'm saying, man. So yeah, this is like bare bones right now in terms of deco, but the infrastructure's there, man. Reserving a terminal, nice mess hall with like blue. What's going on over here? Okay, hold on. I need to check some shit back here. These are huge. This ship is like massive. Okay, what's going on here? Oh my god. You see, thank you. Thank you. To whoever the creator is, like, thank you. Because this ship is huge. And there's no other way. So what they've done is they just painted a generic side slice of their ship out of shapes and then gave us the main rooms using screens laid on top of the painted blocks. Brilliant innovation. Okay, well centered, not like super clear. Like I know where everything is, and now I know where like the extra armor parts are in the ship, and that is simply great and amazing. So obviously y'all could tell that we could be going through this ship for a very long time, and they've set up all the major component works. They just haven't done the deco, which is totally fine. I mean, this is not a small ship. Like, remember how long it took us to run around like that red ship? Yeah, this is way bigger. So we're not going to do all that But kudos to you, sir, for scaling up your design language, and you happen to make it in 3 different dimensions on this showcase. Or madam, apologies. So moving on, this is a great color scheme. Looks super imperial, some sort of like religious order in space times. Oops, and they got a really dope finish here. Looks incredibly believable. Where's my thing? Oh, that's why. There we go. Turning this off. Looks incredibly believable. And it has this nice fusion between like what's meant to be luxurious and gorgeous and also deadly at the same time. Like as if like, you know, Romans were doing things in space. But this would be like imperial. It wouldn't be just like a battle thing. Like you got some sort of like royal bloodline descendants of something, right? For sure. And I mean, we're going to take a quick run through literally. But look at this. This is already quite finished. Beautiful sets of windows, great visibility. Oh, yeah, shadow work. I wish I had RTX. And this is great, creating all these like different sectors using repulsors, shields and capacitors. This is just awesome. Nice walkway, the royal walkway, the dual gates of fate. Like, look at these, man. They don't mess around. Oh yeah, this is some royal shit right there. Pardon my French. This is great. And yeah, we're obviously going to see different layers of detail going on in these compared to the insides of maybe the smaller ships, but this has been a lot of work, like already. And it you know, doesn't look empty. Like seriously, this is nuts. And now we have another layer underneath for all sorts of systems and more bays. That's insane. So how many ships can this thing carry? Answer, a freaking butt ton. And now we have more royal doors, I think. Oh, that opens this top ones. That is sick. But is it just battle or like, I don't get it. So I went through this whole center place. Oh, okay, there we go. And there was a way up to the bridge, which looks, as expected, really dope and clean. Very clear. Maybe it's like an envoy. Yeah. Like a diplomatic envoy ship. So it's heavily armed, but at the same time, it's got to represent the beauty of our empire. Amazing. Well done. Intricate work on the logo too. These are not baked in again here. Let's go to the other side where it's probably a bit more visible. Oh, it's black on this side. Might be a glitch. We'll do it this way. Yeah, it should be white. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, the sun's shining on it, so it's gonna blind you. All right, moving on to the last one of our giant size ships, and we got a military thing happening here, no doubt. I've never seen more maxed out guns on ships ever. These look pretty nasty too. Nice logo. Huge carrier bays for smaller ships and fighters to step out of. Very similar design language, though, I will say, to the white counterpart. So I'm going to go ahead and venture, take a wild guess, and say it's the same builder, but we got the military version out here, and this is like the emissary version. Because they both kind of have similar guns, but this paint scheme is way meaner. And there's slightly different designs that lead me to believe that one is meant more for combat than the other. Or they're exactly the same thing, and the paint scheme is different enough that my brain is telling me that one is wider than the other, slightly. Comment below if you think my eyes are playing tricks on me and they're the exact same thing, but I swear the gray one looks bigger. Somebody's shooting? Okay, no, I'm tripping, man. I'm tripping. I'm seeing ghosts. All right, so we saw these 3 huge behemoths, and the detail level is great. The internals, even like, and some of them have been like already worked to a certain point where it looks like functional. And yeah, no, it's definitely bigger. I ain't tripping. And as promised, we shall go bigger. Q 2001. Bum, bum, bum. Don't demonetize because of my singing. Bum, bum. Dude, this is huge. We break for nobody. Like if you know the reference. Comment if you know the reference. If you don't know the reference, go watch the reference. No spoilers. This is one giant machine. And as per usual for scale, we have placed the mini ship somewhere on it. There it is. Just to give you an idea. There it is. There's a microfighter. And there's our ship. So it gives you an idea of this floating city that is the second largest creation that looks good and is functional that I've found on the workshop so far. I can't imagine how much more time it's going to take. Mr. Captain, yeah, because that's a lot of interiors and that's just going to take forever. But the exterior is good to go. The ship flies. Those are kind of my only 2 criteria. And obviously, like, the ship has to speak to me in some way. But look at all these weapons. And it's a nice integration of the back to the front. A little choppy for now. I'm sure it's a work in progress, obviously, but so we're going to cut a lot of slack here. But the detail, initial work that they've laid out, like, look at this. These are all light spots, man. These are all laid out by hand. Like, wow. It's like, come in, a space builder, come out, Zen monk. Like, yes, definitely. All hand out, hand laid. And unlike some games, this one so far only has 1 plane of symmetry, so if you're building the top and bottom, you're doing it twice. Twice! Wow. Yeah, so I doubt anything's really... Yeah, it's just huge layouts. Oh, they know... Okay, see, just this. Like, they went ahead and numbered all the hangars. Go ahead, number all the hangars. Have fun. Have fun when you're building at this size. Oh my god. Next layer. Hallways. Tons of crew quarters. It's probably like a 500-person ship, man. Like, no joke. This is a lot of people. And it's not that many layers. It's thin. It's thin. It's really thin profile considering how monstrously huge it is. And this is our bridge. The lonely captain sits upon his throne. No, that's probably just an observation thing. There's no controls. But maybe it's a... I don't know. Who knows? Nice stairs. Yeah, go ahead. Make these stairs. It takes so long. That's just what I'm saying. Like, if anyone starts hating on the fact that, like, oh, the inside's not done, it's like, dude, just this is probably like 100 hours minimum. Like, just this. And I'm probably severely insulting how many actual hours it took this builder. But that's not to say that this next builder didn't take significantly longer. The long-awaited moment, folks, for those of us that think size matters, we have found the absolute largest construction in Starship Evo. What is this? This is ridiculous amounts of work. Mind you, I'm at the same speed I was a second ago. I'm gonna have to speed up. This guy seriously breaks for nobody. And yeah, it's not nearly finished, okay? Like, obviously, this is clearly a very, very early build. General framework. Look at the size of our microfighter. And now you see that this thing, oh yeah, will probably launch its own fighters from inside its own base. Because look at this. This bay goes on forever and ever and ever. That's so far away. Look how far the thing is. Oh my god. So I can't wait to see a finished version of this build. And I'm sure you can't either. I don't know if it's based on an existing... Oh, has he got a little logo back here? Oh yeah, it's legit my shit. He's got a little beginning of Greeble. Yeah, this size, even my 1650 is like, Nice. Great initial pattern placement. This is fantastic. What's this? What is that? That's an anti-personnel gun. Okay, this is the size of an anti-personnel gun. And look at it. Look at it. That's ridiculous. And now we're going to go, what is this here? Oh, lower observation deck from here. What? Just dominate the battlefield. This thing probably has like infinite shields. Like, yeah, man, like the whole structure is made. It's not like they just built the outside. No, like the general framework is all there, all the beams, everything. It just needs, you know, furniture and lighting and like the proper room systems. If you check out my posts builder, if you see this video on the Discord, I recently reposted a PDF from another voxel where it's like room ideas, and there's literally like 300 room ideas. You're gonna need them, I'm sure. And this, guys, has shown us a voyage in scale through the current iteration of the Starship Evo universe. I hope it has provided you with wonder and amazement as it has me. And if you own the game, submit, upload your designs on the workshop. I'd love to see them. If you want me to do a personal review, send me a DM. And we're just zooming down this right now, and this is just so dope. And these are our ships so far. And as we zoom past the baby fighters at the smallest scale, we could take a nice quick roundabout to the last showcase to give them a nice look as we zoom across. And back up for a beautiful finish. Thank you for watching all the videos. Thanks for all the support. This video took a long time to make, and I made it in 3 parts. And hey, if it's a little long for y'all, you know, you can always just fast forward ahead. But then you'd be missing out on all these dimensions of scale. Thanks a lot, y'all. See you on the next round. See you in space.